Kia ora koutou. I felt that recording this reflection was the most powerful way for me to share my learning and my thinking around this UDL module. As a classroom teacher for 17 years, my bread and butter focus was always relationships. They underpinned and influenced how I approach my classes. And this was and still is my view that for a child to see success and to ultimately see themselves as a learner, they need to feel safe, secure, and supported. And that's by the trusted adults that are charged with sharing the learning with them. UDL was a term that I had heard, and I had a loose understanding of the underpinning concepts, but I never actually engaged with UDL as a framework in my classroom work. Upon reflection, I realized that my relational pedagogy got me so far, but this model has highlighted the importance of being more intentional. By stepping back and taking a broader or wider view of the learners in my class or in my space, I could have met their needs and strengthened both our relationship and their support far greater. Instead of leading with that curriculum-driven approach and making accommodations as I went, I now realised that this was more just differentiation and not UDL. So, some key learnings for me: the why, the what, and the how. These are fantastic, markers to indicate where you are in the process and where your focus lies. Kathleen McCluskey and Barbara Bray's The Learner Profile, where you're asked to reflect on your strengths, capabilities or competencies, challenges and obstacles, is so valuable and opens up lines of communication and dialogue. For teachers willing to move from that power over to power with, this position would fit perfectly and meet the learners where they're at. I do acknowledge that in Aotearoa and for myself, we're not great at advertising what we're great at. We have that tall poppy mentality, sadly. So that could be an area of development and thinking about this application in my own work as RTLB and supporting teachers and learners. Shelley Moore states that all we need to do is change our aim. And if our aim is truly guided by the learner, the impact could be transformational. It's a game changer. As an RTLB, I wish to explore the learner profile further, creating one for myself, and also engaging with kaiako to develop a learner profile and seeking to understand their why, their what, their how, and what that means for them as they shape classroom environments and present curriculum to the learners that are in front of them. The extra clarity and the framework has been challenging and exciting. It's a really great piece of learning for me, and something that's going to deeply impact my casework moving forward. And in the mata component of this module, I've got some reflections and some work that I'd like to share with you from a kura that I worked with a colleague around understanding neurodiversity and embedding UDL practices within the classroom. So I'll share that in the mata section. Kia ora.